made it.
Smooth as butter, as always.
I can't believe how cool we are.
That wasn't. I don't detect sarcasm there at all, do I? No. Anyway.
This has been a exciting day.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of really amazing things that have popped through the day, and a lot of things that have not been so great. And this week's really been thick and all that. Like, it's definitely been teeter-tottering on, the good and the bad, the ups and the downs. A little too, like, woo! You know what I mean? Like, a little too much. But you can't really control that sometimes. Sometimes it's just happening to you.
That's true.
Yep.
That is definitely true.
And there are things that, you're controlling, but there's also things that you can't control, and that's always the hardest part.
Good. You're speaking the truth.
I got to get right there. It's been, like I said, it's been tough. I am not lying to myself. You got to watch out for that denial, Got to be ready for it.
Yeah. Hang in there. It's wild ride. Like the song review says. Speaking of which,
right?
One of the ups, right?
One
of the ups is we released a song today, right?
That's right.
All right. There's all kinds of press about it, and that you created. No. Just all the work you have to do with a release like that. You have to basically write an article, and that's tough. I mean, you don't have to.
So you're talking about the blog.
Yeah.
So So what we're going to do here, we're kind of like.
I call it, for my day, it was called an article.
But that's where you can find it on the blog. That's so on the highcrest.com. The blog there talks kind of a little bit about, maps out what this song Salida, that the release that we had today is about. But one of the things is when you're like, I'm going to do this thing, right? And then you're like developing it. You don't really realize all the avenues you have to go down, I think.
No doubt.
Yeah, so this is exciting because we produced it from start to finish, and this is what we ended up getting out now. There's a lot of reminders. It took a long time. There was a lot of reminders that the song was... that we had a lot to learn, as we were going along with it and everything. So
yeah, one of our first efforts to do a full production ourselves, and definitely not. We'll do it again, but not like as a. Can't imagine doing that 100 times over.
Yeah, I think. Well, and that's what. That's what learning something takes. It takes that. It's the long one, right? Yeah. And then hopefully the next one isn't so bad. And so, I think that's keeping the hopes up. But environment changes, things change, and it makes recording and all these elements interesting when you're doing it yourself. And so it's been hard to stay focused and get this done. But we really love how it turned out.
Yeah. I exceeded my own expectations. I guess, as far as what I thought, I knew you could nail it and stuff, but in the producing side of it, and you
mean not the performance part, but the stuff behind
yeah. Well, yeah, some of that too, because playing bass and piano on it, I was like, not confident. I wanted to, but I really wanted to do it just once, just to, say I've done it. And I was like, as soon as I got practice, I practiced the heck out of it, and I, forever would never make it all the way through without screwing up. I'm like, dang. But the first time I would do it I was like, okay. So then it was hit record every time, just because it could be actually, or when I started getting close, I think I started hitting record because I'm like, it's the first time I get it.
Oh, so like you're saying a lot of practicing.
Yeah.
Basically with different tracks in this process, that process.
Yeah. Oh man. Yes.
Well, why don't we play the song?
Okay.
So then anybody listening or tuning in or, following along here, we can,
okay.
you can hear the tune.
Been yakking about
well,
here.
I do want to talk about it. And that's what this live stream's about. So, put the disclaimer out here, but we will play the song so in case you're running away. No.
Yeah. Like, God, here they go again. Okay. All right.
I do encourage you to go over to Bandcamp, our website. I've plastered it all over the place so you can find it. So
okay,
give it a listen. The full band version.
Here's this version.
Yep. Oh, hold on.
All right, you ready? 1, 2. Next to the Arkansas River, just outside of Salida. No idea where we're driving next, maybe to Rango Hotel. You right. Legally smoking illegal pipe that I myself illegally buy. Back home in that conservative state, more than a buck or two short in a day. Too late. Goodbye, Iowa. It's been quite the ride as I spots where I thought I'd have got caught. Felt distraught in a parking lot of a Motel 6 with no doubt I'd be shot for. Weed full of seeds when I was needy, the shadiest of scenes so dark and seedy. In the middle of harm's way, taking the lead, the eyes of evil so narrow and beady. Goodbye, Iowa. It's been quite the ride as I hide near Salida. Tips and the whole thing spills for a single sip. And all that tug and nip was for a sunken ship, just as easy as a best friend's tongue will slip. Goodbye, Iowa. It's been goodbye. There you go. Salida. It's written on the banks of the Arkansas River in Colorado. So yeah, that's a real song. That's a song with a real story, I guess, behind it. So thanks for playing that with me.
Yeah. Thanks for writing it, of course, and it was funny. We had a conversation last night about this, and I felt like we were a little bit more prepared. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I do want to share some things about this album, but so my desire for an album.
Yeah, I like
next, but
not so
the single, is, I think the last couple. I guess I'm in the creative talk mode versus like what some of the elements of the song. So maybe we could do that, and then maybe like the other elements later, maybe too. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Here, but, we were gonna just chat a little bit more. So this, if you heard the song and you're good, this would be the time to pop away, because we're gonna talk more. But you might get something out of it. But because this songwriting is really interesting in the process.
Yeah.
But so just for the people who don't know and haven't read the blog and all that stuff, where'd you write the song at then? Obviously. Yeah,
I wrote the lyrics right there. Started outside the camper with a lukewarm cup of coffee that we brewed out there. It was pretty cold. It was March in the Rocky Mountains, so. But it was nice, seasonably speaking. But anyway.
It was a beautiful place.
It was. And, so I wrote all the lyrics right there the morning we were about to head out.
Cruise out. Here, because you're in on the live stream, I'm going to give you little details, too, as well. Like, at this campground, we found this awesome rock that looked like a buffalo.
Yeah.
I still have it. Yeah.
And basically, I wrote the lyrics, and I kind of had the melody in my head, how I knew it was going to go. So I guess when we got down to, I don't know, I feel like I was working on it down there in Yuma, or on the way somehow. I must have been down there. I started to write the guitar part for it, but I had the whole thing was in my head, how it sounds now as the
when
full
you're traveling,
recording.
it's kind of hard to get. Oh yeah, the full sound.
Yeah,
that
I knew
you got.
I knew it. Like, okay, there's a riff in there.
I'm sure there's a version of this on one of the live streams we did in Yuma, because we practiced this song a lot down there.
Yeah.
And even now, I
think I kind of worked on it maybe when we got back from that trick. I forget now exactly, but.
And even though I really love this version, I think that I think this song will make an appearance on maybe a couple albums. Because once we what I find interesting about the songwriting process or any of this like storytelling as you go, like when you wait 10 years and like do it again and you're like, what? Like, oh my gosh, this means so many different things, so many more things to me. It still means what it did when you first wrote it, but like you just are connecting to these songs in a different way. And as Salida grew, it was about that experience of basically
of a legal dispensary, and right? Just come out and say it. And then the differences of like what you would have to go through if you were to do that in a state like Iowa,
and they just heard the song, so I think they probably
going
caught
from
those lyrics.
places that you're like, I don't think this is all they're selling here, or I'm afraid for my life right now.
Hence the lyric in the song, right?
Yeah, but to just go into a place that's like totally, hey, welcome to whatever, and
let me help you, sir.
Yeah. What do you need this for? And I'll tell you. And then,
but the alternative to that is like totally the other side of the coin is like it's just a little too far from one another. you know? Like it's still the human experience. Like you're in one area, like ducking in a Motel 6 parking lot. The song lyric.
I sure hope this is all I'm getting.
And you can roll into, a dispensary in Salida and, hey friend.
Yeah.
What's
all
your
in the
story?
Same world, all in the same country.
And
sometimes bordering states, like what? So yeah, that was obviously, that's a big deal, but with some of the laws attacking even more marginalized people, bills, all that fun stuff that's happening right now, it made me relate. Well, wow, I can't imagine what it must feel like to just be basically illegal, your existence, it's like not recognized. And
not just your activities, but who you really are.
Right.
Not being recognized.
Right. Not something that you enjoy. It's something you are. And
so if
you should enjoy that. You should be able to enjoy that. And then you have lawmakers and people who, for some reason, believe them, making it not enjoyable, to be them.
Selves.
When that's right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's absurd.
Yeah. I was definitely thinking about like the difference of like hiding in those instances, because that's one of the lines of the song is hiding by Salida and out by Salida. I can't remember the lyric right now. I should have the song in front of me, but
head out near Salida.
Near Salida. Yep. When you think about hiding out, like you didn't have to then, but that's the thing about, like, I think the hiding out is like the anxiety speaking about being in these conditions as humans, for things that you need that probably could ease the anxiety, which is kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. And then, but,
right.
A personhood and an identity, there's things that, you're not going to hiding would be detrimental to your whole being, and you just even the experience, like you were talking about, the experience relates, but it's just not near as I wanted to use the word critical.
Yeah, I think that's a fine word.
Okay.
I mean, because
I was gonna say
because I mean, if you were to rate them, if I had to pick cannabis over people's freedoms, obviously.
Yeah.
I choose,
it's tricky.
Rights. I choose human rights over that even, but I believe it's a human right, but it's, definitely.
To explain these feelings,
not
too.
as big a mountain for sure,
That's what I was going to say.
Right. Darn.
Sorry, I was talking over you.
Thank you. That's all. No, you're okay. But, my best ability.
Now I'm going to ask you.
It was something that led me to relate. And, Salida.
Or learn.
So,
right. Like you were able to have it opened up to this point.
I was talking to a friend a while back. And I'm like, my younger days is so ignorant, but nobody's born otherwise. You're born ignorant, but like, it's your choice from then on. I think, these are choice after choice. You want to remain ignorant. We want to find out maybe way too late in life, but hey, there's no such thing of something you should have known a long time ago. But that doesn't mean you should deny it.
Yeah,
that's not true.
These lessons are not in order.
Because I didn't learn it in middle school that way. It can't be true today. But I try to see everybody's side of logic, but that's what I'm struggling with. But anyway.
Well, and that's...
I'm rambling now.
No, hey, it's your song. You did write it. And even though I like that it's of course released under the High Crest because I had a couple parts to play in it, I still think it's very important that this, I mean, the individual identities here are important, especially with the songs, because we don't write songs together. We're really like using. I think we use
that one's on me, folks.
Yeah,
So
come for me. I think we use Aaron and I both use our songwriting to like deal with things, and I think that's probably what attracted us to each other's music to begin with, and since then we've just used this music as a communication tool, and that's how this works for us, so
yeah, I definitely use music songs as a way for me to understand things, because sometimes it does. I might change my own perspective on something,
or just understand
in a
it
good
better
way,
or just understand it better,
right.
Because you're on the right track a lot of times with songs, but your emotions are like can't. They're very, I don't know. It's interesting.
That's the only time I show emotion.
Well, and then in song, in song form, so you have the chorus, you have the verses. The two verses are kind of like the story, of what's going down here and the feelings about it, and you cover a lot of ground in those two verses, and then you pull out this like tongue twister of a bridge, and it's
I hate that.
You're riding a pirate ship that's sunk, or I mean, I don't know what's happening. A message in a bottle. I don't know what's going on.
That was definitely the ADHD kicking in there for the bridge. For some reason, it decides it needs a bridge.
And it needs a limerick.
And I don't even ever know what that means. Right. I'm like, I don't even know what it means. It all of a sudden changes, like, it just kind of changes. Like, but the beats are the same, I guess. But,
they don't care. They're just...
If you're counting 1, 2, 3.
For all the musicians out here, go ahead, Aaron, explain it. No.
I don't know. I can't explain it. There's a theory. There's people who can tell you. But anyway. So yeah, I guess it came out of nowhere for myself too. Sometimes that happens with lyrics with me, but.
So, when you don't know a word, you like pull out the different parts of it to hope you understand, So that's like what I was doing. I was like, okay, so what does it mean when the bottle tips? And what is this to you? And
yeah, well, the tips, literally,
right.
It tips, and the whole thing spills. Not the bottle, because you catch all that, most likely. And then, it's a sunken ship, man. It's a lot of work. I'm just saying, from my experience, 14 years without drinking, it wasn't easy. That's all I'm saying. And it doesn't remain, hasn't gotten easy suddenly either, but things get easier. But so anyway, I guess that's what that. There's pressure, whether people mean to or not. It's not people even necessarily. It's ads. It's, you catch a whiff, or you see a bottle on the sidewalk that you used to enjoy. There's just, it's
all around you.
It's all around, it's nobody's fault, but your own, I guess, so. But yeah. That's why I guess the hiding out.
Oh, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and then
the bridge, I guess, explains why I'm hiding out in the middle of the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah. and also why you're smoking pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because hey,
I admit to nothing. No.
I like your way with words over there too, by the way. I mean, you wrote it in song. Oh, I guess it doesn't have to be true, though. That's right. Some fictional character.
Oh, only in the legal state, of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now what?
Well, I'm going to go back to that though to finish up that thought.
Okay.
But that's why again, the finding a place that aligns with your values. Rather
where you all feel safe.
Yeah, and if that's I think that's a bigger question for a lot of people and a lot of us, and it's changing. And I just think it's a really important way you put a perspective on things. I will say that.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm not great at
it's not cool, but the way you do it's cool.
Speaking, to a politician, because I feel like I would just go, 4 Mile Creek, and swear a lot.
Oh, yeah, a little.
Not very eloquent, but. But yeah, no, I don't. It's a shame that there are any families in Iowa that don't feel safe because of not because of crime, but because of laws and lawmakers.
Yeah, and a lot of people are being affected right now.
Yeah, that's, it seems like, from what I understood Iowa to be growing up, it seems anti-Iowa to be, afraid of, or making people afraid.
Discriminating.
Yeah. Put it.
Well, and you've lived here your whole life. I've lived here my whole life. We. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting song to be singing right now while we're sitting here in Iowa. I will say that.
Yeah, this day and age, we're still doing this. People,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well.
That was okay. Should we play another song? You want to play one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Okay, let's do that. Sounds like the youngsters are having a hootenanny in the other room. Hope you're enjoying your downtown Des Moines Winter Blues Fest.
Yeah.
By the Central Iowa Blues Society. It's going on tonight.
And tomorrow night.
Yeah. So hopefully, I know a lot of you out there. That's cool. I wish I could be. But and then it's also that super thing. I don't know if you can say it legally without paying. So the super pigskin game. Smash 'em up game, and expensive ads. We'll watch some expensive ads and the Puppy Bowl in advance, right? Puppy Bowls, that's still a thing, right?
Well, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll probably check that out, but I think that we're I feel a little drained tonight, and I don't want to apologize, but I just want to maybe mention that I'm on the more chill side of things, and
that's okay.
I do want to talk and feature some of the things about Salida. I understand we didn't catch everything tonight, but
we got a whole weekend, right?
We have tomorrow night. We're not going live on Sunday.
Okay.
And
we don't want to compete with the super duper pigskin gridiron. Anyway, sorry.
That's okay. I don't know. I can't.
I was just trying to think of words.
Yeah, it seems difficult tonight. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, everyone. Saying words are difficult.
Words are difficult even for writers, right?
And I'm actually just even having a hard time keeping up with him. So
I'm on fire. I had a pot of coffee earlier, so I feel like talking.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm not going to be able to do this any longer without being super goofy, so I'm going to get, which I think is better than, or it's all right. Let's put it that way. missing you. Where are you, baby? Yeah. I can't do it like you do. You're in my mind all the time. You're in my mind. Well, you got time, all the time in the world. Sweet sounds. Where are you, baby? Take me all the way down. You're in my mind all the time. You're in my mind. Well, you got time, all the time in the world.
That had to help. Yeah.
That felt better.
Good.
Playing always does. All right. Well, check out the new single. Go to highcrest.com. Find your way. And I think that the blog was a little more eloquent about the song than we were.
That's okay. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah, and we've
Number 28, correct?
Right.
28 and 30 days. That's not bad. So we have
a couple.
We have a lot to say.
The next live stream, I think, that I'm kind of excited about is we're planning on definitely singing like a love song, like a collection of the love songs we wrote on Valentine's Day. So that's gonna be fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I have to get flowers for the set.
So in order to help him get flowers for the set, we do have our Venmo and
Thank you.
And if you want, you can download the song for $1 on Bandcamp, Salida. And and we're the High Crest, of course. And we're really glad you're here. And thanks for hanging out. And thanks for rewatching. If you didn't miss it, if you missed it live, you're not alone.
I can see right there. You're not alone.
If you like the song, man, give it a like, subscribe to us or whatever, and then share it if you would. If you think anybody would like to hear it. So
right.
So thanks again. And anything else you want to add?
No, just man, you put a ton of work into the song, the artwork. Now trying to advertise it and just let people know it's out there. And thank you for all that.
You're welcome.
Because without you, it would just be a song in a cardboard box, So.
A shoebox somewhere.
Yeah, a shoebox somewhere, Probably would have flipped into the Arkansas River, and I would have been like, oh, man, that would have been a good song.
But you got it thus far, so good work.
Yeah, thank you. And, thank you all for all your support over the years, and even if it's recent, thank you. And we'll see you tomorrow night. We'll talk more about it, I'm sure. Thinking more things to say.